Hi guys, Swans Away Days here, back again for another video, back again for another match preview. The Swans run Sky Sports as they take on Nottingham Forest in Nottingham. Nottingham Forest have had a disappointing season so far, guys. They have sacked Sabri a few months back, or a few weeks back. They did bring Chris Hughton, who was a very experienced manager. He's managed the likes of Newcastle, Brighton, Norwich. Kept Brighton up in the Premier League, didn't get relegated, but did get the sack. And obviously former Swansea City boss Graham Potter went to Brighton. He's done well there. To be fair, but Chris Hughton out in Nottingham Forest, I'm not too sure what to make of him. He's not really had a manager bounce. They've won some games, they've drew some games, and they've lost some games, so he's had an average start. I know the football isn't the best again, but he is getting more results than Sabri. But I think if Chris Hughton can get his own players in, because the majority of these players are Sabri players, and Chris Hughton's trying to get the best out of them, but I'm sure if Nottingham Forest give him 1 or 2 years, he'll really turn that squad around, and they'll probably be pushing towards the playoffs. But I do not think they'll push towards the playoffs this season. It's likely they'll try to stay up, and that's mental, because last season they were in the playoffs, and obviously we all know what happened on the last day, 4-1 to Stoke City, and obviously Swansea beat Reading 4-1. So if any of you Nottingham Forest fans, sorry for reminding you, but it's surprising because Forest have been in the Championship a long time, and they really want to get out of it, but I really can't see them getting out of the Championship this season. Swansea City then, we're 5th with 23 points. By the way, this is the time recording, this will be out at 6 PM, so obviously with results we've probably gone down, and Forest probably gone down as well, but we're currently 5th with 23 points. An okay draw against Sheffield Wednesday on Wednesday night. You know, first half we were very poor, second half we came out to play and probably deserved the 3 points. We're 95th minute goal disallowed for, you know, who knows what. It was actually should have been a penalty to Swansea if anything, because Cam Patterson's high foot. There was literally no foul from a Swansea City player. There was a photo in the newspaper, I think, of every Sheffield Wednesday player holding Swansea City player. So every single Sheffield Wednesday player was fouling Swansea City player, and the referee still somehow comes to the decision to give Sheffield Wednesday a free kick. So I'm confused how that winning 3 points, but we've got to put that behind us. It'll be a very tough test tomorrow. Nottingham Forest, obviously, we've not beat them in our last 5 meetings in the Championship, so we've got a very poor record against Nottingham Forest. Last time we did beat them again, sorry Nottingham Forest fans for reminding you, but it was the 3-1 playoff semi-final second leg win, where Darren Pratt scored from the halfway line. Obviously, it would be great to repeat that scoreline tomorrow, but I don't think we will. I think it'll be a tough game. I think because it's on Sky Sports, Forest are home as well, I think it'll be a very tough test. So Nottingham Forest have lost the last 2 games in the Sky Bet Championship, both 2-0. Their last game was a 2-0 defeat to Bournemouth. Now, there's no displeasure in losing to Bournemouth. They're a very good side, but Forest's display was not the best, and they probably deserved to lose that game. Swansea City then, like I said, we drew 1-1 to Sheffield Wednesday, where first half we were very poor, probably the worst first half I've seen from us this season. Second half we improved massively. There are a lot of injury doubts to this game. Nottingham Forest have got a whole list of injury news. Guyton Bong, Luke Freeman, Joe Worrell, Tyler Blackett, Sam Bassau, Lewis Grabban and Michael Dawson are all out injured. So they've got a huge injury, let's say, Nottingham Forest, but luckily they do have a massive squad. Yes, their squad is massive and they don't have the quality and depth, but they do still have some great players. And Anthony Knockaert, very good Championship player. Lyle Taylor done the business for Charlton last season until he refused to play. Bryce Samb was counted as one of the best goalkeepers last season in the Championship. They've got such a really good team, and I'm very surprised to see them do bad. Swansea City also have their fair share of injury news as well. Victor Gyökeres and John Garrick are available for this game. They have finished their self-isolation, so they will probably be on the bench with a nice out, so I can't see them starting. Marquis and Andre, they're still looking after their fitness, so both of them will definitely not be starting. We haven't seen Marquis on the bench in a few weeks due to his injury. Andre was obviously on the bench Wednesday night, but come on. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see Andre not feature in this game. Obviously, he looked very tired after the 45 minutes. He looked absolutely after 20 minutes. He clearly wasn't fit against Sheffield Wednesday, but we had to bring him on. You know, our numbers up front are very worrying, and when you'll see my formation in a few minutes time, I've gone for a different formation of bringing some different personnel in. And obviously George Byers is back in full training, which is very good to see. George Byers back in full training. He'll help the midfield numbers, but I think this game will come too soon for him. Obviously Gibbs is still recovering from that broken foot. So I've got a Nottingham Forest fan on, Mr. Dore. I'm sure all of you guys will know him by now, obviously with the watch songs that get you guys to spam his channel, and it's absolutely brilliant. To be honest, guys, I've had too much fun this season. Dore hasn't really bantered me. He's not had the opportunity to, and the one chance he did have the opportunity to banter me, he was working. So, you know, it all comes down to this weekend where Forest will probably win this, so Dore can get his own back on me. But make sure you subscribe to the 1000th best Nottingham Forest vlogger, and take away Mr. Dore.
What's going on, people? It's Mr. Dore on Swans Away Days, and I give my thoughts on Nottingham Forest game against Swansea. So where should I start? Let me guess, Samuel Lamucci. 4 defeats in a row, unacceptable, so he got the sack. Forest brought in experienced manager Chris Hughton. To be fair, he's not done too bad. He's put some wins on the board for us, games against Wickham and Coventry that we won. There's been some games that we've been poor, but it seems like this season Chris Hughton has been more like experiment. We've got a massive squad. We've got players like Knockhard, Joe Lolly, Abiobi. We've got Lewis Govan, but he's injured. We've got Lau Taylor, our top scorer with 4 goals. We've got those players. We've got 100 defenders as well. But this is a tough game against a good Swansea side. We know Swansea have been in good form. So it's going to be a really great game as well. For my prediction, I think it's going to be a tough one. I think I really want us to win, but I've got a good feeling we'll draw. Will I take it? No, because we're too close to the bottom 3. But I'll take any win. But hopefully we do win. And if you do want to watch my watch along, please subscribe to Dore and Dore. I will be doing live watch along with Reece on my channel, on Reece's channel. So please subscribe to myself. Thank you, Reece, for having me on, and hopefully we do beat you lot, so my lot can get on your lot up the forest.
Thanks, Dore, for coming on. Obviously, guys, tomorrow we'll be doing a watch along with Mr. Dore himself, the True Jack, a good mate of mine, and 2 other Nottingham Forest fans. So there'll be 5 people on the watch along tomorrow. So make sure you tune into my channel or Mr. Dore's, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Dore. There was one person who had their score prediction right against Sheffield Wednesday, so big shout out to Stephen Williams, who predicted a bold 1-1 draw. He obviously was 1-1. A few of you said 2-1. I bet you guys will be gutted with the referee because you could have had a shout out. So if you guys do want to shout in next week's video against Middlesbrough, I think it's the Tuesday match preview. I think the game's on the Wednesday. Then get your score predictions down below. If you get it right and if you get scorers, that's optional. But if you get the score right, you will be shouted out in Tuesday's video against Middlesbrough. Let's get a lot of you on here. Let's try to see if we can get 10 people's scores predictions right. Options to really play, the free up front or the free whatever it is. So in goals, I'm going to pick for Freddie Woodman. The back 4 now, guys. I'm going to go for Connor Roberts, Ryan Bennett, Ben Cabago, Jake Bidwell. I'm going to a back 4 because I think we need to go attacking in this game. I just don't think we've got the attacking options really to play the 5-3-2 just because, the striking options. In the midfield 2, then I'm going to go for Matt Grimes and Jay Fulton. I thought Corey Smith had a very, very poor game against Sheffield Wednesday. Again, Corey Smith recently has been very poor, and obviously Jay Fulton's just rested. I wouldn't say he's dropped, so I'd definitely bring in Jay Fulton back in this game. On the wings then, Jamal Lowe on one side, Wayne Routledge on the other. I think Jamal Lowe up front's really been struggling, so I think he needs to go back to his roots and play on the wing where he could take a man on, get some good deliveries in the box. Wayne Routledge, he's been playing the last couple of games really off the bench, last 20-30 minutes of each game, so I think he deserves a start. And like I was saying, we don't really have the options going forward. I think we struggle 2 up front massively without Andreu, so I don't think the 2 up front will really work for Andreu, so I'm going to bring in Wayne Routledge. In behind the striker then, it's going to be Jan Dando with a very good chance or shout to really play Casey Palmer in this game. I was trying to fit Jan Dando and Casey Palmer in, but I couldn't really fit them both in. I wouldn't be surprised to see Casey Palmer start. I wouldn't really argue against that, but I think Jan Dando in this game is going to be massive. Didn't really have much, opportunity against Sheffield Wednesday because, they just man-marked him. Up front then, I'm going to go Liam Cullen. Obviously, Victor Gyokeres is not trained in a while, but he's available. Andrew's not fit for this game. Wayne Routledge can't play up front, and Jamal Lowe's just not been firing. So I'm going to give Liam Cullen another chance. It'll be his first start away from home, hopefully. And, it was harsh on Wednesday night when he took him off, but I did say he had a poor game, and he did. He got man-marked. And this is where Liam Cullen kind of, shows inexperience, but he can't really hold up the ball. But fingers crossed he's learned from that. Hopefully Andrew's coming through words. Obviously, when you're playing with Wayne Routledge, hopefully Sunday he can help him out as well. So that's my team. What would your team be? So guys, on to my score prediction. Again, with Sheffield Wednesday, I predicted a win, and we don't win. I am a jinx. So, I'm not going to predict a win. I think you all know what that means. So I'm going to predict a 1-1 draw. I'm just thinking 1-1 draw because we've not beat Forest in a long, long time. They've got a decent record against us, and, they're bound to not lose. They've not lost they've lost the last 2, so they're bound to, not keeping that up. So let me know your score predictions down below. I'm going to go for a 1-1 goal scorers. For Nottingham Forest, I'm going to go for Joe Lawley. I think he's going to go from the right-hand side. Obviously, Sammy Amy always loves a goal against us as well. For Swansea City, then, I'm actually going to go for... Who am I going to go for? I'm going to go for Jake Bidwell. I fancy Bidwell popping up in like the 7th minute to equalise. So that's my prediction. Let me know what you think. Thanks guys for watching. Please hit like button, comment, subscribe. Your support recently has been amazing, especially on the watch alongs. Apologies for not getting a FIFA video this week. I've just had so much coursework to do in college. I've had to focus on that. Also, I had to focus on FUT Champions as well, where I'm currently 10-4 if anyone cares. But yeah, sorry about that guys. They will be back next week because I'll have some time to do it. Obviously, I had a lot of assignments to do, and obviously college work is kind of the priority at the minute because I want to get the best marks. But thanks guys for watching anyway. tomorrow, watch along. It's going to be 11:40 start, so not 10 minutes before kick-off, it's going to be 20 minutes before kick-off. Obviously, we speak with Mr. Dore, Curtis, and 2 other Nottingham Forest fans. So, you know, it'll be a very interactive live stream tomorrow. I probably won't be looking at comments so much or donations, so yeah, I would say probably not donate to my channel tomorrow in case I miss it. Yeah, so it's going to be like a proper like television stream. It's going to be a lot of us on there. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. 12 o'clock kick-off tomorrow, guys, and like I said, stream will start at 11:40. I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, the Swans! Do not lose this one.
I need one more chance, oh baby, let me show you. I need one more chance, oh.